We Love It Raw. Mr. Caldero and Chris Coury, the future. A week after Hell in the Cell. Chris Coury, take it away.
Okie doke. First, to open up Raw, we had a big surprise. Vinnie Mac showed up. The chairman.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
That was a big shock. I didn't even know he was going to come back.
Yeah, I really jumped like a little boy.
And so did I. When he came back, I said, okay, there's something really going on now with Survivor Series. Because why else would he come back? I mean, he made a guest appearance on Friday to promote, saying that the whole month of November is free for new subscribers to the WWE Network, including Survivor Series. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, he's going to promote this, he's going to promote it, yada, yada, yada. He's flanked by Stephanie and Hunter, and I'm thinking, okay, what the heck is he going to do? So Vince drops the bombshell that a Survivor Series, if Team Authority loses, they're no longer the Authority and will no longer have power. I think that's key. Because if...
That brings good friction for Survivor Series. It's not just a regular pay-per-view. It has a purpose.
It really does have a purpose. And the purpose is going to be, if the Authority does lose, who takes control?
What I assume is going to happen, as if it does happen, that it will just be... You notice there's no GMs anymore.
No.
So maybe they're just going to put GMs, and then Triple H and Stephanie go back to what they were before the GMs were in charge.
That could be a possibility. That could be a big possibility.
Maybe that's a boring answer.
Or maybe this is going to lead to return of Vince taking control of Raw and SmackDown again.
But didn't he himself say that he killed his character, Mr. McMahon?
Maybe they're going to bring it back.
So is he Jesus?
You never know.
That he can come back.
You never know. This is the boss. He can do whatever he wants. So think about it that way.
Vincent Kennedy.
But think of it. But think of it that way. If the Authority loses in 3 weeks, and there's no clear controller of Raw, SmackDown, and all of the WWE, wouldn't it be logic if Vince would come back as Mr. McMahon to control both Raw and SmackDown?
No, it's definitely cool thing, but
I think it would be interesting to see the old Mr. McMahon character back, but this time in a more aggressive way.
Another thought I had was, this is a transition for two things. And this is not really saying anything in the future just because I thought this anyway. Triple H should have been the leader of the Authority team and jump back into the ring slightly more.
Yeah, yes.
Because who's better on the roster than Triple H as far as
I would say there's nobody.
The heel side of things?
I would say there's no other guy.
So I feel like that's eventually going to happen.
You might see that happen.
Something's going to happen with someone else and something else. And he's going to have to step up because I got to do it myself because it's me.
Exactly.
It's me on the line.
Right, exactly.
It's not before, it was different. But it's me.
Now it's him on the line.
My career on the line.
Yeah, my job title.
So
that's
title. Another thought I had, that this could lead to, okay, he gets a demotion, so he's going to jump in the ring more.
Exactly. You might
Storyline wise.
Storyline wise, yeah.
Because he's still going to run NXT.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that could be a big possibility. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, we got 3 weeks to in my opinion, figure it out, what's going to happen. And I think it's going to lead to very interesting storyline situations coming up. It'll be interesting to see that. Not much, I would say, to talk about in regards to Raw. I mean, it was a good Raw, don't get me wrong. There were some good points to it. The one thing that stood out on stood out at me was the Seth Rollins match. When
the way that it came up was awesome too. That Triple H didn't he want Dolph Ziggler to be
on Team Authority?
Team Authority.
And Ziggler said, "No, I'm going to be on Cena's team. I'm going to go against you
because I want you.
I want you guys out of power, You guys are ruining the show. You're ruining WWE. I want you guys out of power. So I'm going to go on the anti-authority side of Cena and help Cena get you guys relinquish the power. And I thought that was really good because that now led to Seth Rollins almost winning the match until you saw Orton come out of nowhere, deliver a beautiful RKO.
Just like the YouTube clips.
Just like the YouTube clip, yeah. Comes out of nowhere, gives him a beautiful...
He really came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he did. I didn't even...
It was good camera work.
Yes.
I must applaud.
Yes.
Because he really came out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit, he came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Just like YouTube.
And when they showed the replays, I'm like, where the hell did Orton come from?
He slid under the stage. I don't know. Like he had a blue shirt on.
Exactly.
Or did he?
He did. He had that new blue shirt on, yes.
If you have a new blue shirt on,
you would think you'd be
out of nowhere. That's
exactly.
crazy.
That was really good camera work. Yeah, that was really good
I
camera work.
you.
That was really good camera work.
But that match was awesome.
It
Seth
was.
Rollins and Dolph Ziggler.
Yes, two of the brightest stars.
And I feel like they're in an equal playing field because they're both really good in the ring.
And they're both good.
And they both need work as far as their personality, just a tad to make it to the next level.
And they're good on the mic.
They're good on the mic, but they're both on the verge of... You need one more thing to put you, to put you at the big time.
Maybe Survivor Series is going to be the way to get them to the next level.
It sounds already good because when's the last time they had a traditional Survivor Series match?
Didn't they have
Years.
one? No, they had one last year. I think.
Or at least that meant anything.
Oh, that meant a what? You're talking 2001 when it was Team World Wrestling Federation versus Team Alliance.
Yeah.
In the winner take all Survivor Series match, in which we saw Kurt Angle screw Stone Cold Steve Austin him with the WWF title and allowed The Rock to help the World Wrestling Federation relinquish the alliance. But that was a good one. Now I think that was the last time Survivor Series meant something. In my opinion. And that's in my opinion.
It means more because it's just...
Because now
the stakes are high now. Yeah.
The authority loses, you're out of power. So that's a high-stake pay-per-view. In my opinion, yes.
And everything means more that the belt's not there. Am I right or wrong?
Exactly. It means 20 times.
Because everything's building up to, I must say, Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Lesnar's not coming back for TLC. Let's face it.
No.
That's not a good pay-per-view to come back.
That's a minor pay-per-view to come back on.
So you have to come back at the Royal Rumble. And then from what I understand, he's coming back after Royal Rumble. He's going to defeat Cena. For what I feel is going to happen.
Okay.
Then he's coming back at WrestleMania. Like, he only shows up for the big times.
For the big pay-per-views. And
so he's going to lose at WrestleMania. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I'm surprised.
It's just who is going to be the babyface to take down
what I'm surprised is that because this is a big pay-per-view. I'm not surprised the authority isn't trying to persuade Lesnar to join their team.
He's too big for that.
Yeah, but look at it this way. You're going to have Cena. Wouldn't it be logical to have Lesnar? Okay, it's not, you don't put the title on the line.
He's kind of like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. He's neutral. He's not on the good side. He's not on the bad side.
Yeah.
So you can't mess up that, Everyone else is in a
you can't mess up
plus or negative.
You can't.
He's in that middle spot. That he's just a badass that has
you can't mess with the je ne sais quoi, if I may say. That aura.
You may.
Thank you. That aura of why should I be here if it doesn't mean a damn thing? So what you said could be true, where he comes back at the Rumble in Boston, I believe. I think it's in Boston.
And you know how big that'll be? Not only the Rumble is the Rumble. But the main event has Brock after, how many, 4 months?
I think 4 months. Since September. So he's talking October, November, December. 3.5, 4 months, give or take.
The fans are going to really pop that night.
Yes. But the question is going to be, if it's not... Well, Cena has that match against Lesnar. That's guaranteed. What I see going down at the Rumble at the end of January next year... is, like you said, Cena loses to Lesnar. But who's going to be the babyface to take down Brock Lesnar? Think of it this way. Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to, if Roman Reigns is gonna do this, come back with a new theme song. That's not the Shield's theme song. Come back with your own clothes that are different from the Shield.
Like what Ambrose is doing.
Yeah, you have to be you have to move on.
Yeah.
Because it's making it feel like you can't think of anything
Like what
else.
Ambrose is doing. Look what Rollins is doing. They've got their own wrestling gear. So think of it that way.
Can I interrupt just to generally talk about the vignettes that happen on Raw?
In a little bit, because there's an important thing I want to get into here. This situation that's been going down with Mark Henry and the Big Show.
Boo.
You may say boo.
That's why nobody like you.
But nobody, you can say boo, but this could have a big impact on the team heading into Survivor Series.
I'm so over this
No.
Big Show thing.
This could lead to a team on Survivor Series. You might, because Big Show already confirmed that he's going to be on Cena's team.
He said that.
He said that.
I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
he said that. And he's going to be with John Cena. So the
Nobody
team.
wants the Big Slow.
No, you're
Did
right.
Cena say he wants him? You can't just say you're on somebody's team and nobody.
But Big Show said it last night.
You can't invite yourself to the party.
Big Show said it last night.
All right, but did Cena say I want you on my team?
I don't think Cena's going to have much of a say because Cena will take anybody that goes on the team. Seriously.
I guess. All right.
So, like I said, you're going to have Big Show on Team Cena, and you're going to probably see Mark Henry on Team Authority.
But it's boring though. Mark Henry and you.
That's going to close the whole storyline. That's going to close the whole rivalry.
Why even start something?
No, that's going to close it.
Whatever. What else you got, Chris? I don't care about
close
those
it.
two big guys. Those
That's
big
what's
schlubs.
that's what's going to happen.
Those big schlubs. What else about Raw? Other than schlubs. Because I don't want to hear about
the main event. Orton Rollins.
We can't talk about the vignettes before the main event.
If you want to talk to him, go ahead.
Boom. The vignettes. Let me first talk about the one that stands out the most, and it's Xavier Woods.
Yeah, what is
I was
that?
laying on my bed and I was kind of sleepy, and I was like towards the end of Raw, and I see like some James Brown inspired,
Yeah, why is he coming back as a preacher now?
and I don't know if this means that Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston is gonna be their kind of, like, you know, the followers of this guy. I don't know if the stable's still going on.
They're repackaging Xavier Woods now.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know if to like it or
What
not.
are they
Like
making out of
another
that?
thing
I
is
noticed that.
what I'm not 100% convinced on is Luke Harper's vignette. You remember that, right? With the eyes, it was all just his eyes.
What's that?
That was weird, and I don't know if I like it.
I thought it was somebody
don't
new
know.
coming in.
And this is not a vignette, but it hurts my heart. I'm wearing a Bo Dallas shirt. Bo Dallas is injured for 8 weeks plus.
Thank God.
Foot injury.
Thank God.
All you Bo Lee fans.
Thank
Bo
God.
Lee.
I don't have to see that loser.
Oh, we forgot to mention that Dean Ambrose was having a match with Cesaro, and Cesaro's head was bleeding. You saw how crazy. When's the last time you saw? And in my head, I was like, "There's no way they want that to happen. They don't want blood anymore." And he was like doing it as if it was a storyline.
Exactly.
And I think he was just going with what happened.
Yeah.
Just going with the flow. Because I bet you Vince was upset. You're not so.
I don't know if he's upset because you're starting to see a lot more blood on TV now.
That, and from what I read today, he had to get stitches on his head.
Yeah.
So that was a real injury. That wasn't like some wrestling whatever. He just played it off.
And
He got
that-
a tip off
And
to
not to
Cesaro.
not to mention Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt sitting on his chair.
So somehow I see them two colliding at Survivor Series.
You know what I thought that I feel like we experienced and
What's
we'll
that?
never get again? Since Bray Wyatt tweaked his image and the way he comes out a little bit, and you notice he has a smoke now on his lantern.
Yeah.
Was that on SmackDown?
I
he came
believe
Yeah, I
it
think
was.
that was on
I believe
SmackDown.
it was.
Nobody's seen that. If you just watch Raw, you didn't watch Bray Wyatt's entrance on SmackDown, so you have to watch SmackDown.
Yeah. And he had that at Hell in a Cell, too.
Yeah.
That was
so,
really...
you know what we're never going to get again is Brooklyn, we're here. Because he's not, he doesn't do that anymore.
He's not.
So we experienced that, and it can never happen
The
again.
Wyatt family is completely
That's
gone.
what I'm saying. We experienced something that's never going to happen
Yeah, the
again.
Wyatt family...
So whatever town was lucky enough to get the we're here,
it's the last
with
one.
your name, with your town name in it, you're lucky because it never happened again.
It's not going to happen again.
And no one realized that except me, man. I realized that
because
first.
the Wyatts are disbanded now. They're going on their own.
I didn't like what's the other name?
Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan. I didn't like him trying to be funny with Renee Young. It
No,
wasn't
that was
funny.
creepy as shit, man.
It wasn't funny. I didn't find it humorous.
No, me neither. But now I'm going to go into the main event now, which was pitting quote-unquote 2 authority members in Orton and Rollins. Hunter made this match saying, listen, you two are going to get this match. I want you to take everything out, release all your aggression, because after this match, I want all of you guys on the same page, leading to
Triple H is really nervous in the back. About
he's panicking big time. And it was a good match, I'll tell you that. It was really, really good. Who won that match?
Wasn't it just a DQ? And
Yes, it was a DQ. Thank you. I couldn't remember who won the match.
It's I could have guessed that because it's always some. They never give you a clean match at the main event.
What the hell?
On Raw and stuff.
What the hell? That's weird. Vince McMahon accepted my request on Facebook.
Oh my God! Do you hear Chris Coury just now in real time? This is not phony stuff. Vince McMahon is friends with Chris Coury on Facebook.
The hell?
People, we making history and we love it raw.
What the hell's going on here? Wow, I am now friends with the boss of the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
What else is going to happen? That's weird.
See what else happens. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse in here.
Like, whoa. Well, that was just... But that was just real time breaking news right there.
That was pretty cool.
But
at the end, speak on the ending.
Oh, man, the ending was
The
great.
acting from Triple H of being torn, of what should I do? Everyone else is telling me to destroy Randy.
And they did.
And he waited so long to let the go.
But what I like...
Because he's like...
here's what I like. Here's what I liked about Orton.
My protege.
He was shaking the hands with, Kane, with Mercury, Noble, and then he got to Rollins. He's like, thank you. And Rollins is like, thank you. And Orton's like, no, thank you, but I'm sorry. And he delivered the RKO right to Rollins, and all hell broke loose. And then Stephanie gave the marching orders, like, finish him.
Triple H held him back, and then he gave up.
But his Triple H didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it took him a while.
So I'm saying now that Orton's officially a good guy.
And what I didn't want to say earlier, not to ruin sequence, but that's who's going to be on Team Cena is Randy Orton.
Of course, we knew that from the beginning.
So, Team Cena looking pretty stacked.
Yeah. You're going to have Orton, Ziggy, and the Big Show, along with Cena. So you need one more person.
It's 5, though.
Right. Cena, Ziggler, Orton, Big Show. You need one more.
One more.
You know what I was thinking? Y2J. Where's Jericho?
I know exactly where's Jericho because I'm his big follower on his podcast.
Where is he?
He's only doing events in UK just for a week, only for UK fans. And he said, don't expect me anywhere else. Maybe he's just throwing us off just to throw us off. But he's telling us, me included, his fans, I'm only coming back for the UK because I promised Vince I'll do the UK tour. Because they deserve to see Y2J. But he's on tour with his band now. So he's kind of doing that 1 week as a break.
Right.
And going back to touring.
But remember, he's had his run-in with the Authority as well, Jericho.
But we're talking about real life circumstances.
See, I'm talking about the last member of Team Cena. Who's not to say it would be Y2J?
Maybe he's just really throwing me off on purpose.
You never know. That's Jericho. He does that.
And he has gotten me.
So I'm thinking the team for Cena's team is Cena, Orton, Ziggler, Show, and Jericho. Now, for Team Authority, here's how I see it going down. Rollins, Kane. I see... Wow, now this is going to be a stack of the deck.
Come on, it's going to be Rusev.
No.
They had an agreement.
No. Not happening. Mark Henry. Okay. Who else can they get? I don't know. I would say maybe if they're lucky, that's going to be a toss-up. This is a toss-up. Because how I see it going down with Rusev is you're going to have another Survivor Series traditional match.
I got you. Here's the lineup. Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Kane.
Of course.
Rusev.
I still don't see that.
Mark Henry.
Okay.
And last but not least, the Game Triple H.
I was going to say Triple H.
Boom. That's your 5.
Rusev?
And the ones you said that are good, the good versus the bad. We got the line.
Rusev? No.
We lined them up. I'm telling
Rusev?
you, bro.
No.
Stephanie had a chat.
No.
Stephanie had a chat
No.
with Rusev.
No.
Bruh. And it all happened.
No. Rusev said...
Stephanie got him the title shot.
No. Rusev said, with Lana, like you say here in America, we'll get back to you.
It's happening, bro.
It's not happening.
5.
No.
You got your 5.
No.
Do what it do.
No.
Anyway, what else we got?
I see this. And this is going to be a stack of the deck. You're going to see another Survivor Series elimination match. Another 5-on-5. Team...
You're always coming up with these crazy...
Team USA.
Oh my gosh. That's why you're gonna...
Team USA versus Rusev.
No.
Yes. And you want to know...
Fantasy
nope,
boy.
I see something like that happening.
Oh my god.
Because here's how it goes down.
I'm gonna call you the fantasy
No, here's how it's going to go down. Rusev versus Team USA. And now, Team USA is going to be probably Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Slaughter. This is over. Chris had some weird
and some other people that want... No, and I see it coming down. Somehow I see that going down.
This guy is really on...
Now, I could be wrong, but somehow I see it going down. Now,
Sergeant Slaughter. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Because go figure it this way. Who
Holy
can beat...
Holy guacamole.
You might see Sheamus.
That whole concept is just not going to happen.
You're going to see something going on between Team USA and Team Russia.
Rusev is going to be in the Survivor Series traditional match, bro. You don't get that.
I don't see it happening. I'm sorry.
What's going on, bro?
I don't see it happening. I really don't. No, not happening.
People, line up the 5 that you think on the good side, 5 on the bad side. Let's see who's right at the end. It'll be all of us versus each other. See who has the best lineup.
What, for Team Cena and Team Orton or Team USA versus
Because I
Team
agree
Russia?
with your good guy team.
Oh, of course, because you see that coming.
Yeah. But the bad guy team is what I said. That's what I think is going to happen.
Now, if they don't do what I think they were going to do...
Because the bad guy team needs heat. Rusev has heat.
If they don't do this Team USA versus Team Russia thing, and let's say Rusev doesn't go with the Authority, right? Rusev might lay an open challenge down at Survivor Series for the United States title. You might see a title match. You might see a title match.
I see him in the main.
And if he does lay down an open challenge for the United States title at the Survivor Series, who else can take that title away than Roman Reigns? Perfect opportunity for him to come back.
No, man. Roman Reigns is going for the big gold. He's walking by that United States Championship.
We'll see what happens.
He's going for the big gold.
Well, let's see what happens. They have 3 weeks to plan this whole thing out. So this is going to be...
So what were they promoting the whole night that's going to be on the WWE Network? Right after Raw.
Oh, that match with Sheamus?
Sheamus versus Rusev.
That was a good match, actually.
For the United States Championship.
That was a good match.
And everybody, it's free.
Yeah, I know.
Man,
for new subscribers,
SmackDown, it's free.
For new subscribers.
For new subscribers, the whole month of November is free.
The match was good. I thought Sheamus was going to have him beat. He took really good control of that match last night. But then, the accolade really got Sheamus. Like it's been getting to everybody that's faced Rusev over the last couple of months.
Tapped out.
I don't know where they're gonna go with this storyline, but they're gonna So they're gonna figure this out.
United States Champion.
They'll figure it out. But
Rusev.
But that was the main points of Raw. That was it.
If you don't have the WWE Network, then too bad.
That was the main points of Raw. But now I want to take an opportunity to talk about what was on, or what is on now, the WWE Network.
What is on now?
The Monday Night War with The Rock. They're talking about
that's
They're talking about The Rock story, which was very, very good, by the way.
You seen it already?
Yes.
Oh, man, I didn't see it yet.
Yes, it was very good. The WWE Rivalries Part 2.
Oh, what is it?
Austin McMahon.
Oh, Part 2?
Part 2 of the Austin McMahon.
Can I be totally honest with you? It's not. Maybe it's that I'm jaded, but that story's been told so many different times.
Yeah, but not many.
I didn't learn anything new.
But not many people might know about it, though. No.
I'm skipping that just because I know it.
I know it.
If you didn't grow up in that era, then yeah.
I know it. I know it already, but I watched it because it was good.
The the Monday Night Wars is good, and I've seen everything that they're showing.
Yeah.
Because I learn something new every time, like little bits of things that I didn't learn the other time.
I figured that.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna.
That was good.
I don't think I'm watching the rivalries. I was hoping for a WWE countdown.
Yeah, they haven't had that on in a while. Also, you get a first-hand look at the Brothers of Destruction, the DVD.
I saw it was on the WWE Network.
That was pretty good.
The sample.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I never saw MVP wrestle, so that was interesting. I only see him on.
I saw MVP wrestle back then. He was an okay guy. That was
my blackout period. I didn't watch wrestling.
Him and Kennedy were two of the up-and-coming stars of the WWE back in that day.
And what his name? Mr. Kennedy was his name, right?
Yes, back then it was Mr. Kennedy.
Right now in TNA, he's Mr. Anderson.
Ah, you see.
And he does the same gimmick because his shirt had the microphone towards his mouth.
Oh, the microphone trick when he did it in WWE was terrific.
That's still his gimmick.
Wow.
Like in TNA, and I was just like, okay, I know that guy.
So those are what is on right now on the WWE Network.
And if you were smart,
and I'm sorry to interrupt you, the conclusion of Slam City.
Oh yeah, I saw the first 4 episodes in there.
I saw the last 2. With the finisher stealing the title, and then The Rock making a guest appearance, teaming with John Cena to take out the finisher and try to rescue Vince McMahon that was locked in the safe, but it turned out to be a recording of the finisher.
That's like some Super Mario shit, like saving the princess.
That was also on the WWE Network, and
So like I was saying, if you are smart, if you just want to milk WWE Network for a month and just binge,
I would.
Do it now. Watch all the cool stuff. I suggest watch Monday Night Wars.
Oh, big time.
I suggest, if you're really, really, really into wrestling, watch Legends House.
I really didn't care for it
I really like Legends House.
I didn't care for it that much.
If you're into the older
generations, yeah.
Yeah. And WWE Countdown. and then everything else is just you can.
I mean, you can also watch the rivalries if you really weren't a big wrestling fan back in the Attitude Era days. You can watch that with
That's
Austin
a good
McMahon.
catch up if you didn't live it.
Exactly. Well, they're going to come out with more rivalries as they go
Yeah,
along.
I want to see another one because I don't know.
I want to see if they do a Triple H Shawn Michaels one.
They mentioned that. They mentioned them a lot on commentary. They need to relax. Triple H is telling them, mention me and Shawn. Way too much.
Bringing that as a rivalry. That was one hell of a good rivalry.
It was, but I feel like it's a little bit of...
And finally, to close out the show, I got the WWE 2K15 game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Describe it, man.
It's good, but it was
Hold
missing...
up. Chris Coury review. 2K15. Go.
It's good, but it was a little bit of a mislead.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, because I have the PlayStation 3 and I got it for PS3 when it came out. And now they also mentioned a career mode. I read online it's not available for PS3. It's only available for the next generation modules, which is PS4 and Xbox One.
That's why it's coming out later on.
Exactly. But I also bought the season pass,
Downloadable content.
the DLC, which is not available right now. It's coming out later this month.
And you're automatically going to have it.
And it's going to be fully released by April 2015.
And that includes what? All the NXT characters?
You can play as the NXT guys like Sami Zayn, Bo Dallas, Rusev, Adrian Neville, and all that. That's good. The 2K showcase I thought was really, really good. They went into the Punk Cena, and then the Shawn Michaels Triple H, and they're going to come out with 3 other 2K showcases as DLCs. Which I thought was really, really good that they're going to do that.
I'm getting the PS4 version because I don't have a PS4, but my friend has a nice TV, nice PS4. I'm not going to buy it. He has it.
But the graphics are good. The graphics are 20 times better than what it was.
I can't wait, and I'm going to try to be very productive till then because I feel like I'm not going to be that weak.
Right.
Because I'm going to be making 7 costumes and editing my moves for 7 months.
Right.
So,
I mean, the graphics are good. They're 20 times better. 20 times better than 2K14.
Holy moly.
It's really good. It's not bad. You know, I have no complaints about it. Except for the misleading part of the career mode and all that. But I give the game an 8.5 out of 10.
So, the PS4 version must be a 10 out of 10.
More likely, because I saw the graphics for the PS4 version.
Because the graphics plus the stuff that the PS3 stuff doesn't come with.
Exactly.
Makes it a 10.
Exactly.
So, bam, 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 bam.
Makes it a 10 out of 10. But I'm not saying the PS3 version is bad. No, the PS3...
It's not bad, because you already have it, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good, and,
if I was you, I would definitely do that. I'm just not a gamer, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to play once.
Oh, of course.
Once in a while.
I mean, I made myself already in the game, and I named myself as the future and all that.
Of course. What else are you going to do?
I have Sting's Titantron. Sting 1999 Titantron. With Randy Orton's background and the Wyatt music. And I come out with Randy Orton. I do all his moves according to the RKO. And I put myself in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I won the match, cashed it in at SummerSlam, and beat Triple H for the WWE World Title.
You can... Oh, my gosh. I'm jealous, man. I want to play.
Yeah, to get the characters from NXT, you have to go through their 4 game modes to unlock them. I unlocked Rusev and Bo Dallas.
Do you have, like, all the characters? Because you paid for the downloadable content?
Yes.
Do you have, like... Is there WCW guys there? Is there, like, Goldberg, Macho Man, none of that?
That might be coming out as a DLC.
Okay.
I read it where they were going to have WCW guys. So I'm thinking when the DLC starts rolling out late this year, early next year, and fully by April 2015, you might see... Oh, yes! They actually do. They do. I do remember now. Booker T, Ric Flair, I think I saw a couple of other WC. I gotta look I gotta look, but I think you're gonna see more roll out late this year, early 2015, but fully in April of 2015. But that's a review of the game. I would say it's really good. It's worth buying. It's worth paying the money for.
I'm invested. I was even looking at controls to buy because I like playing with a lot of people.
Right.
And my friends.
Do you play games? Do you play it online?
No, I've played online and they've got my ass kicked.
Oh, sorry, Volley.
But the thing is, it's a different way to play online. Everything's slower online, so you have to play different.
Plus, you have a lot of cheaters online too.
Yeah, and it's just like I just want to have fun.
Exactly.
And people just do the corny cheesers to like do the same move just to win. I like doing crazy stuff.
Okay.
Like lad jumping up and
tables. I got a big challenge I want to lay down to you. You're gonna hear it here on the show.
Challenge for me. Oh.
When you get the WWE 2K15 game, I am laying down a challenge. You versus me.
Oh, man. It sounds epic. But you know what it is? To be fair, I'm going to make my character for like a month. So after that, after like I'm done, because I don't know, I'm going to want to play a while before I'm like... I'm going to have to... This is a challenge, a serious challenge that I'm a little threatened by. So
you?
I'm going to have to... It's
versus
be character me. Versus character.
Exactly. You versus me. You are... And the rules is no tweaking of the attributes. You leave your attributes as it is.
Okay. I guess I'll fix it for that day, even if I change it. Leave
it as it is. What they give you, you are to leave it.
I'm not going to leave it just for when I fight you. I'm sorry. Your ego must be huge. I'm going to change it to whatever I want. But that day, I'll do it the same.
Okay.
I'll manipulate it and make it even.
Do you accept this challenge?
I accept this challenge.
You're
There's
on.
A handshake.
You're on.
Right now.
You're on. The Future versus Caldero. You're on.
Whoa. Epic.
And if I have the belt, I'm putting the WWE World Title on the line.
Holy moly. I think we're going to have to start making this serious and buy a replica belt. But anyways,
let's close out.
That was the end of We Love It Raw. And I kind of spaced out on every other wrestling thing. Sorry about that.
I can catch you up quickly if you want me to right now. SmackDown,
SmackDown I see. I'm talking about Ring of Honor. I'm talking about TNA. It was a blur. If I saw it, I don't remember it. It was not memorable at all.
Yeah.
I know I saw it. Fast forward through it. NXT, same thing. It's just not memorable.
It's just not memorable. All right.
Nothing going on other than WWE.
Exactly. So, that's the end of the show. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same channel. And for the Future and Caldero, we're signing off. Just remember, keep it real, keep it raw. Boom.
Coins ain't the pot, then I ain't shopping. Got bombs and I start dropping. Coins ain't the pot, then I ain't shopping. Got bombs and I start dropping. Handcuffed, pay for the slave work. Move work, I'ma show you how a slave work. Asshole, push you in the grave dirt. Hey Hearst, here's a couple friends you can favor. They say I'm a villain, the illest adrenaline for killing. I tell them they whack, so nigga forget them, dead them. Coins ain't the pot, then I ain't shopping. Got bombs and I start dropping. Coins ain't the pot, then I ain't shopping. Got bombs and I start dropping. Ain't buying to the bullshit. Full cut, gunning quicker than them bullets. Pull it, I'ma risk it with the music. Cool kid, figure 4 horse till they forfeit. I'm an asshole, take over your castle. Mash hole, turning all your M's to a W. Coins coins and I start dropping coins. Ain't the pot, then I ain't shopping. Got bombs and I start dropping.